One of the oldest discussions that Dragon Ball fans have had for many years has been the actual time of when Vegeta unlocked or achieved Super Saiyan 2. And there's a couple of different theories as to when he actually achieved it. And what I want to do here on this video is have a discussion about Vegeta's ascension to SS2, tell you when he achieved the form, and clear up a huge misconception that many folks have had throughout the years. Let's get to it. Hey guys, before we get into this topic, I just want to say that February is going to be a month where Geekdom 101 is going to promote a lot of up-and-coming artists who do fan art in the Dragon Ball fandom, and this particular piece was done by Gerzo over at Drawings and Stuff. Check out facebook.com/drawings and stuff. I'll leave a link down below so you can check out more of his art, and maybe you'll want to purchase something, or maybe you'll want to have him draw you something. The dude's really talented. Check him out. Let's get to the topic.
Greetings everyone, Cell here. Subscribe to this perfect channel and follow Geekdom on the social media platforms. That will be all.
So let's go back to the Majin Buu saga. Now, the first theory I want to address is the one where a lot of fans think that Vegeta was able to unlock Super Saiyan 2 after Bobby D had converted him into being Majin Vegeta. Now, a lot of people think this is the case, and I can completely understand why they would think that, but there are various reasons as to why I actually believe that is not the case. Let's go back to Dragon Ball Z. When Majin Vegeta is screaming at Goku, telling him why he allowed Bobby D to convert him into a Majin, he brings up what happened with Sapopovich. Vegeta overheard Mr. Satan talk about how it didn't make any sense that Sapopovich was so powerful in this tournament, considering that he was pretty much a job guy in the last tournament and had virtually no power at all, and Mr. Satan ran through him like a hot knife through butter. And Vegeta was curious about how this was even possible. Then, of course, when Bobby D showed up, Vegeta knew that when Bobby D converts you into being a Majin, when he takes control of you, he actually does indeed grant you a power boost. You do get a boost of power. Now, during Goku's fight with Yakun, that was the first time that we saw Goku transform into a Super Saiyan 2. We saw it for just a brief second, and Vegeta was marveled at this. Vegeta was surprised that Goku was able to be so much stronger than he was in the past. Now, this, of course, led folks to believe that Vegeta at the time could not achieve Super Saiyan 2 without the help of Bobby D giving him the boost to close the power gap between he and Goku. And this is why some people believe that the only way to do that is for Vegeta to have become Super Saiyan 2. However, I beg to differ on that somewhat. Even though Madoshi Bobby D's upgrade did indeed give Vegeta a boost significantly, there's actually more evidence to prove that Vegeta was a Super Saiyan 2 way before this, and that all Bobby D did was make Vegeta stronger to compete with Goku during their fight. But there's absolutely no indication that Bobby D's power-up can give you new transformations and new forms, because no matter what, you have to remember, Super Saiyan 2 is not just an upgrade in power, it's a brand new transformation, despite it looking a lot like SS1, just with thinner hair beads and usually a little bit more lightning. Nowhere is it even hinted that Bobby D can give you new transformations. Now, there's even more evidence to this earlier in the arc. When Gohan transforms into a Super Saiyan 2 in the tournament in front of Kibito, everybody's in awe of Gohan's power, except for, of course, Vegeta. Vegeta remarks that Gohan may be strong, but he's nowhere near as being as strong as he was when he fought Cell. Now, why would Vegeta say this? Why would Vegeta not be so in awe or so shocked at Gohan? Why would Vegeta, who previously had trouble catching up to Goku and Gohan during the Cell Saga, why would he now just think nothing of Gohan and brush him off? I find it very hard to believe that Vegeta would not even be remotely fazed by Super Saiyan 2 and by Gohan's power if it wasn't already something that he had previously achieved. In fact, even more evidence comes during the fight with Gohan and Dabura. During this fight, Gohan is having trouble with Dabura, and Vegeta and Goku both remark that Gohan has kind of lost his edge. He's kind of not been practicing. He has not been training like he previously did. He's been to quote Rocky 3, civilized. And in some ways, some people would say Vegeta may be a little bit civilized too, because he did take care of Trunks and Bulma during those 7 years. But the guy still trained his ass off. We all know that. And we all know that Vegeta, no matter which way you slice it, is a fighting prodigy. Even the God of Destruction Beerus said so in Battle of Gods. And Whis himself has taken him under his wing. So that should tell you just how impressive Vegeta is. But back to that fight, Vegeta remarks that Dabura should be no problem for Gohan, but yet Dabura is a problem for Gohan. Vegeta makes it seem like he could take out Dabura with no problem at all. Okay, that's a fair point, but then I'm thinking, wait a minute, there was a scene earlier where Goku and the others scrapped with Dabura for just a very brief time, and Dabura was fighting them off pretty damn well. So what does that tell me? That tells me that Vegeta would have to transform in order to beat Dabura. And I do believe if he did transform, he would beat Dabura rather easily. Do you think that Goku and Vegeta were just underestimating Dabura, or that Dabura was holding back? I don't think so. I think Dabura proved with his underestimation of Majin Buu that he's not a very smart fighter and nowhere near on the level of Goku and Vegeta. So I do think that Goku and Vegeta were on point when they said that Gohan should be able to take out Dabura, but because he didn't train, he's weaker. So what does that tell you? That tells you that Vegeta himself doesn't even sweat Gohan anymore. And that's a huge power leap considering that Gohan was the strongest fighter in the world just 7 years earlier. I find it very hard to believe that Vegeta trained himself so that his Super Saiyan 1 could surpass Gohan's SS2. Even though in Battle of Gods, for a brief second, we do see Vegeta slightly surpass Goku, I just find it very hard to believe that that's the case here. On the other hand, the most logical argument based upon all the evidence that we've gathered here is that Vegeta unlocked Super Saiyan 2 during the 7-year break in between Cell and Buu. We know for a fact that Goku was able to unlock the form in the other world as well as learn how to do SS3, and we saw SS3 premiere just a few more episodes later. But up until that point, Goku and Vegeta both saw Gohan ascend to SS2, but they had never seen SS3 until Goku unlocked it, and Vegeta certainly never saw Super Saiyan 3. So I think that in the Cell Saga, with Vegeta taking 2 trips to the Room of Spirit and Time and becoming really, really powerful, probably a lot stronger than you could even imagine, because the second time he went back in the Room of Spirit and Time, he already had knowledge of all the different grades of Super Saiyan, so he knew what Goku and Gohan's training methods were, and he knew about Trunks' super buff Ultra form, so he already had knowledge going in about how to do it, and as a result of that, he didn't quite achieve Super Saiyan 2 until after the Cell games were over, but he did achieve it during the 7-year time skip because Goku did it too. And I would actually go so far as to say he achieved it early in the 7-year time skip. And I think Vegeta pretty much realized that he was training his ass off, Gohan wasn't. Vegeta clearly surpassed Goku, and unfortunately we never saw or learned exactly how Goku was able to figure out how to do Super Saiyan 3, but I do think Vegeta seeing Gohan doing it and training his ass off absolutely put him at that level. And I also believe that even though Babidi did make Vegeta exceedingly stronger than he was before, Babidi did not in any way influence Vegeta learning a new transformation. Vegeta already knew how to be an SS2. Babidi just made him a stronger Super Saiyan 2 because Vegeta obviously saw Goku turn SS2 against Yakan and said, oh shit, I can do the form too, but he might actually still be stronger than me. And of course, this is Vegeta not even knowing about Super Saiyan 3. And then again, when you examine the history of the manga, Toriyama himself probably had no idea about Super Saiyan 3 while he was writing these parts of the manga, but that's a video for another day. So there is my argument, there are my points. I am pretty certain, I would say 100% actually, that Vegeta was able to achieve Super Saiyan 2 way before the Buu saga even started. I think he knew how to do it, he had knowledge of it, he just wanted the boost to compete with Goku. those are all my points. That is my evidence. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope that you had fun watching this and you were enlightened, and I hope that Vegeta fans out there now realize and remember how much of a genius the guy is, and don't just think that he was piggybacking off of, the Warlock's abilities. That's not what happened here. The dude knew what he was doing. So thank you again for watching. Make sure you punch that subscribe button if you haven't. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and comment down below your thoughts on this video. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later on.